marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, taas noon nagdirig ko. DPWH, buong pusong nagdirig ko. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglinturan ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman, gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways, matibay ang samahan, puti ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan, serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, taas noon nagdirig ko. DPWH, buong pusong nagdirig ko. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglinturan ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman, gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways, matibay ang samahan, puti ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan, serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, taas noon nagdirig ko. DPWH, buong pusong nagdirig ko. DPWH, ipinagmamalaki kong paglinturan ang Pilipino. DPWH, 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 DPWH. Ang maglingkod ng tapat, gantimpala'y karangalan, tunay na yaman, gagalangin kailanman. Sa public works and highways, matibay ang samahan, puti ang sandigan, laging maninindigan. Daan sa kaunlaran, tulay sa kinabukasan, serbisyo ang tungkulin ko, trabaho ko, dangal ko. DPWH, Pilipino at marangal, tapat at marunong pinagkakapuri ko. nagmamalaki kong paglingkuran ang Pilipino. DPWH, DPWH,
Good afternoon, everyone. With the presence of the back members, I think we could proceed with the opening of bids for the 6 civil works project and 1 for good. So with that, we stand for the afternoon prayer and to be followed by the singing of our national anthem.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. All-powerful God, we praise and thank you as we gather once again for the opening of bids for civil works and goods. May we ask you for your blessing and guidance, that the activities set for this undertaking may be successful. Open our mind for us to think wisely. Put us with understanding, cooperation, and peace in fulfilling our responsibilities for the success of the opening of bids for civil works and goods. We ask this in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
bayang magiliw, temas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyat ka ng magiliw, sa manlulupi, kita masisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo bahay. Ay ilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang tinawaan, ang kisap ng watawat mo'y nagumpay na nagiging, ang bituin ng araw niya kailan pang magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng maraming pagsita, lalapit sa likod. Aming ligaya naman may mamagin, at namatay ng tayo sa'yo.
So we may now take our seats. So before I formally open this meeting, may we ascertain from our back secretariat if we have the quorum.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Did we receive any electronic submission of bids?
There is no electronic bid submitted, Mr. Chairman.
So with that, I now call this meeting to order. TWG, you may now open the bid box and retrieve all those bid tenders. On the part of the civil works and goods, you may open all the technical envelopes. And I think we have here the result of the electronic eligibility. So at this point, I would like to acknowledge the presence of everyone. Let me see the attendance. I want to acknowledge the presence of bidders representative. On the part of the back secretariat, we have Engineer Mike Malvar. Sitting beside him, Ma'am Edith Marpuri and Ma'am Jack de Marukot. And now, on the part of the TWG, we have Engineer Joselito Millado. Ang ganda ng shade ng glass natin, ah. And we have Ma'am Josen Dison and Ma'am Regine M. Ramos. Hindi, ang ganda talaga na shade sa ato. Tinanggal niya. Now, our IT expert, Jay Di Marukot, and his alternate, Frank. And Attorney Engineer Tin Magkalas. The one opening the bid box is Edwin Baluyot. And we have also Engineer Eugene Manalo. Oh, now on the presidential table, we have Erickson Dunca representing Samakana, and Honorable I. Gonzalez without any merienda at all, representing goods, end user for goods, and for all types of procurement, Engineer Renato Martinez. And our end user for construction section, Engineer Jose Zamora Jr. Good afternoon, sir. And our regular member, the incoming, ay hindi pala, Engineer Victor Jojo Ong Jr. and our Vice Chairman, Marvin MJ Jimenez. And yours truly, Tony Bautista. Oh, now, as a backgrounder, these projects were still part of NEP 2024 and were posted on the government website, field checks, and on the bulletin board of this office. By the way, in these proceedings, we also invited representative of COA, the member of NACAP, Ma'am Teres, here in the morning. I don't know if she still could come. And also the Citizens Crime Watch. So this proceedings is guided by the rules and procedure of RA 9184, otherwise known as Philippine Government Procurement Reform Act, and other relevant issuances coming from the GPPB and the DPWH in form of memorandum circulars and department orders. Thus, this bidding will be conducted to open and competitive bidding. In the opening of bids, pass-fail criteria shall be strictly followed, thus as prescribed on the IRR of the said Republic Act. Thus, notwithstanding the result of the electronic eligibility, a bidder or bidders may be rated non-complying due to the absence of the required documents based on the checklist provided for both technical and financial component. Well, now, yung ano, bidders representative, basta na yung ano, bidders representative. We acknowledge the presence of the bidders representative from GC Oil. We have Mang Bert, yung matagal na nating kakilala yan. Ayun. At saka si Ma'am, yung representative ng KKK Gasolina. Sandra Ginaldo. Di ka na problema. Nandito na ang KKK na gasolina. Di ba? Yun yung ano yun eh. Battle cry nun eh. Yun na sinabi ko na eh. So, so as I have said, we now have the result of the electronic eligibility, and it was found out that all prospective bidders for the 6 projects were found eligible. So take note of that. TWG, you may now check the appropriate box for the eligible. So you may now change the name. We now go to the reading of the projects. 24 CJ 0312 construction rehabilitation of water supply, septage, and sewerage. Oh, by the way, we also acknowledge the presence of the bidder representative. We have Lisa Bugayong representing Jump C, and Jerome Renticiano representing itself, DMGR Builders. Eunice Alves of PNPC Panopio Construction and Trading, Marie Chris B. Hoves of SPYS Builders, Ryan Arellano of CS Gonzalez Construction and Supply, and Jess De Guzman of 1FC. And we have Christopher Raymond Urquico of LVU. And we have also Glenn Talavera of GM Talavera, and Filipina Martinez of Horvath Enterprises, and Rendell Rason of RGPT8 Construction and Supplies. Project number 1, 24CJ0212, construction or rehabilitation of water supply septage, sewage, rainwater collector system, ABCs 2,895,000. We waived the reading of the required bid security in as much as all bidders submitted bid security declaration as a form of bid security. For this particular project, we have lone bidder, that is Chomsky Builders. Next, project number 2, 24CJ0315, repair maintenance of DOLE building, TESDA building, Barangay San Isidro, Tarlac City. ABC is 1 million, and the two bidders are RPGT88 Construction and Supplies, LVU Construction. Project number 3, 24CJ0316, repair maintenance of DOJ building, Regional Trial Court, Office building, Branch 106, Paniqui, Tarlac. ABC is 1 million, and the two bidders, GM Talavera Construction and Supplies, and CS Gonzalez Construction and Supply. Project number 4, 24CJ0317, repair maintenance of DOJ building, Regional Trial Court building, San Vicente, Tarlac City. ABC is 2 million, and the two bidders, Forward Enterprises and 1FC Dison. Project number 5, 24CJ0318, repair maintenance of drainage structures along San Miguel Cadre Road, K0119 plus 377, that is in Barangay San Miguel, Tarlac City, Phase 1. ABC is 2 million, and we have two bidders, SPYS Builders and PC Panopio Construction and Trading. Now, for our last project, project number 6, 24CJ0319, repair maintenance of Camiling River, Revetment 3, Barangay Cacamilingan Sur, Camiling, Tarlac. ABC is 1 million, the two bidders, DMGR Builders, 1FC Dison. Now, for our, tama ba yun? For goods, we have 24 GCJ0027, that is supply of diesel fuel for the operation of service vehicle of DPWH Tarlac First. Now, the ABC, 7,888,920. We have two bidders, San Vicente Gas Station and KKK Turbo Fuel Corporation. So, on the part of the Civil Works Project 24CJ0212, 312. So, the loan bidder is eligible and complying. So, TWG, we may now open the financial component of the loan bidder for project number 1. Now, for 24CJ0315, that is project number 2. Presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found eligible and complying. So TWG, we may now open their financial envelopes. Next, 24 CJ 0316. So, presence and absence of the required documents, both bidders were found eligible and complying. We may now open their financial envelopes. Pare. Now for 24 CJ 0317. So, presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found eligible and complying. DWG, let's open their financial component. Now, on the part of the goods. Goods, tayo muna. That is, what is this? 24 GCJ 0027. So, presence and absence of the required documents for the goods. So both bidders were found eligible and complying. So TWG, let's open the financial component of the bids for goods. Plan. Let's go back to Civil Works Projects 24 CJ 0318. So, presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found eligible and complying. So, we may now open the financial envelopes. Now, for our last project, 24 CJ 0319. Presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found eligible and complying. So, we may now open their financial envelopes. So we are through opening all the technical envelopes, and right now we are opening all the financial components on both the goods and civil works project. Buti Now on the financial component. Let's go first with the opening with the goods. Financial goods. So 24 GCJ 0027. Presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found complying with their bids. San Vicente gas station 6,674,026 pesos and 32 centavos. Now for KKK Turbo Fuel Corporation, 6,670,385 and 28 centavos. So both bids are below the ABC. So as we are through with the opening of the projects for goods, which is only one project, the bidder representative of the KKK and GC Oil are excused unless they have questions as regards to the result of the opening of bids. Yung bang representative ng KKK Gasolina at saka GC Oil ay may tanong sa naging resulta ng ating pagbubukas ng bidding. Kung wala, kayo po i-excuse na dahil dadako na po kami sa opening ng Civil Works. So thank you ma'am, thank you Mang Bert for your presence. Now moving on with the opening of the Civil Works financial component. So okay rin Dali pa. Antore mi sawa. So okay. Now 24 CJ 0312. Presence and absence of the required documents. The loan bidder is complying with the offered bid of 2 million. Tama ba ito? 865,312 and 12. What's the centavos? So and it is below the ABC. Next 24 CJ 0315. Presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found complying. Now their bids: LVU 990,234 and 70 centavos. RPGT 88 Construction Supplies Corporation 989,566 and 93 centavos. So both bids are below the ABC. Asan si ano kasi? Parang ganun din tininan ko sa loob, di ba? 865. Tama naman. Tama naman. Next. So next 24 CJ 0316. Presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found complying with their bids. GM Talavera Construction 989,477 and 65 centavos. CS Gonzalez 990,495 and 38 centavos. Both bids are below the ABC. Okay na. 24 CJ 0317. Presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found complying with their bids. 1F Cedison 1,982,4 452 and 46 centavos. 1982452.46. And Corvette Enterprises, 1,979,084 pesos only. So both bids are below the ABC. Now for 24 CJ 0318, presence and absence of the required documents, both bidders were found complying with their bid. SPYS Builders, 1,957,928 and 62 centavos. Then for PC Panopio Construction and Trading, 1,961,078 pesos and 58 centavos. Both bids are below the ABC. Our last project, tama ba, madam? All right. 24 CJ 0319, presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found. Yes, Mr. Buckhead. Let me check on the financial of SPYS. So may I repeat on the part of SPYS, 1,957,928 and 62 centavos. Is that correct, Mr. Backset? All right, moving on for our last project, 24 GCJ. CJ 319, presence and absence of the required documents. Both bidders were found complying with their bids. DMGR Builders, 969,989 and 94 centavos. 1FC Dison, 973,647 and 69 centavos. So both bids are below the ABC. Well, that ends our opening of bids for goods and civil works. So our next activity will be the post-evaluation, starting from the lowest calculated bid to determine their responsiveness to the requirement required on the bidding documents. So do we have any questions? On the chat box, do we have any? All right, hearing none, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.